Hello and welcome back to Train Sim World 3, and today we'll be taking the high-speed train, and it is the London St Pancras to Derby, but we'll be going from Leicester to Derby as London St Pancras is not on this route, so that's where we'll pick the train up. And that you can see it's part 1, and then it's part 2. We'll be going straight to Nottingham, from Nottingham to Derby. So we'll do part 1 first, and then we'll do part 2. Get to part 1, 36 minutes travel, 18:40 is the time, and we will go on come some weather and we'll go clear. So let's get to the train and get it all souped up. Right, there we go on this, on the high speed train. We'll get that into locked. Oh, of course we've got to take the, oh no, going to 4. Okay, get the old reverser in. Oh, that's the reverser, isn't it? Yeah, of course it is. So we'll get into neutral. There we go. Now we can get the doors open. That's all good. We go at 41, so let's get some lights on. Going to day running. And we'll put the cab lights on also. There we go. Right, I know it takes a while for this to power up, so we better get this into forward. And we'll lock the doors. And we're on. Right. Just take it a while to get it moving, so we're out to Loughborough station at the next stop as we just pull out of Leicester station. There's only been 1 or 2 bugs on this route, but Skyhook has said that they are going to be working on it, and well, updates will come at some point. So that's a positive. It's a nice route as we go from Leicester to Loughborough. Takes me about 20 minutes to get to Loughborough in the car, straight up the M1, junction 23 I think it is. Yeah, it is 23. But I'm going from Leicester. That was the quickest of the 2 trains on this route, obviously, high speed. I'm a bit confused with the part 1 and part 2 business, because part 1 it goes from Leicester to Derby with a couple of stops, and then part 2 you thought would be Derby to Nottingham, but it's not, it's Nottingham to Derby, so I'm not getting the part 1 and 2 of that. I know it's going from St Pancras, but you know, if it's going from Leicester to Derby, you'd think the next step would be from Derby to Nottingham, but nope, it's Nottingham to Derby. But anyway, let's enjoy the route as we travel up to Loughborough. I do find this train, it's very laboured. I mean, it's got a top speed of 150 miles an hour, but we're really crawling, and we're going downhill as well, so, and we're still in the 70 mile an hour. I've got full throttle on, and I think we have anyway. Max, yeah. We're maxed out. Ah, sure, once we go up to speed, it'll just take a little bit of stopping as well. I did do, well, cleared the bridges. Whether that's a fix, I don't know, but we were scraping underneath there, weren't we? Or was that the 158? Anyway. Yeah, there's plenty of room on there. I was toying with the idea of going AFL 23, which is the Australian rules football. I don't know if anybody watches that on a Saturday and Sunday. Oh no, that one's a bit close. Ah, right, no, he's not fixed that. Yeah, the AFL 23, it's out on all platforms, and well, it's an absolute disaster. I do follow a couple of people from Australia who are into the cricket and the AFL, and well, it's an absolute nightmare. So Big Ant have got a big job on there to get that game back in order. I haven't purchased it, I was going to, but I'm not paying £54 out for something that's broken. Like Del and Roddy with the broken lawnmower engines. I ain't doing that. So wait for that all to get fixed. It looks up game, I do enjoy watching it. It's called Australian rules football, but there's absolutely no rules in it whatsoever. It's just like a free-for-all for me, but I don't know the rules. I mean, there obviously is rules, but when you watch it, it's just absolute medlem. But yeah, it's entertaining sport. It's quite it's on the go all the time. But anyway, we're travelling to Loughborough from Leicester on this high-speed train, the East Midlands. See the EMT East Midland trains, as you can see. We're nearly just under 6 miles from Loughborough. I mean, there's a super station that runs this old steam train from Loughborough. It's from the Great Central Railway, and it does travel to Rothley. I mean, you can understand it's very, very slow, but it's a really good, all oldie-worldy and authentic and everything. It's brilliant, absolutely. Been on it once and really thoroughly enjoyed it. But this is the modern day now, isn't it? This is how to get there, then they're getting faster, and the HS2, I suppose that's coming at some point. I'm not sure if I'll be around to see that go, I don't know, but anyway, we enjoy the trains what we've got at the minute. Of course, you've got Bombardier at Derby. They do make a lot of the carriages for the trains, and I'm not sure, I think they may have just had a contract to build the carriages for HS2. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I know it's a big place in Derby. But do the Bombardier carriages on, wow, it's always on the Midlands news. Fine train this one is, but now we're up to a bit of speed now, 92 miles an hour. But if I remember right, you have to slow up quite early before you get to any stations, because it does take a little bit of stopping, as you can understand. I've just started, I mean, only 2.5 miles away, but I did get caught out once. I went flying through Loughborough on a previous time I went. I had to go on it. So I'll be caught out this time. I'll get that to about 50, I think, and then there's the River Salt. Less than a mile now. A bit late, but hey, we're no worries. We're no worried about that. There we go, into Loughborough station. That was very gingerly done, wasn't it? I don't mind. I don't mind. I'll be so conservative next time. I'll just go for it, I think. Okay, that's 10 yards, and there we go. Okay, that's it. We're in Loughborough station. We'll be getting the door shut as quickly as we can and then get off to again. So we'll have a look, see what next time the next train's through is the... And that's us. We are a little bit late. Then the next one's going to Leeds and Nottingham and to Leeds. So right, there we go. It does take it a while to get going. I've got 6 miles to East Midlands Parkway. That will be the Ratcliffe Power Station. So won't be quite so nervous next time. I will stop it a little bit. I will keep the speed up for quite a while next one. That's just me being overcautious. Let's have a cup of tea, shall we? Quite an easy route to drive with this train because it's not a lot really happens. I mean, it's just a case of watching your stopping. Not like the other busy routes where you have to keep stopping at at stations, but this one is more or less just a couple of stops before we get to Derby. I've just actually bought the 2K23 golf game. Just going into that at the minute. It's quite a good game actually. I mean, the PJ, is it the PJ Tour one? That's just an exclusive to PlayStation 5, which I am debating whether to get one. I'm going to get one, I think, because, well, it's just progression, isn't it, really? I mean, if I do all the PlayStations, 1, 2, 3. I've got the PlayStation 4 Pro at the minute. I did have the PlayStation 4, just the standard edition, but I did upgrade to the Pro about 2-3 years ago, I think now. But invested in a telly that's a bit more modern as well. So yeah, it don't look too bad actually. If you watch my other videos, I do the Police Simulator one. I've loved that game, absolutely love it. That is an addictive game if you're into that sort of genre. It's just find it quite amusing. And of course I used to do the Pro Evolution Soccer, but e-football, that's dead to me. No offline stuff at all, so I've got it downloaded, but I don't really go on it. I think I've been on it for months. But as soon as anything comes out for that and you put kits in and whatever, I'll be on it like well, I will be on it. But at the moment, I had quite a good interest out of other games actually. It's gave me a kick I needed really, just playing one game all the time. It just gets a little bit, I'll say monotonous, but you've got to keep your interest in the gaming when you do a little bit of gaming. But up to East Midlands Parkway, Ratcliffe Power Station, as I said, 3.5 miles to go. I did a nice constant speed of 91 miles an hour, well, about 90. So of course I'm doing the Formula 1 as well, aren't I? I've created my own team in that, my career, and I've upped the difficulty considerably for the next one. It's Austria, and I'll see how we go on with that. I have been up in the difficulty as I've been going along, and the last one it was very testing, but got there in the end. I think I finished third. But then we're going to up it a bit more for the Austria Grand Prix. But it takes a bit of time all that does, because you have 2 45-minute practice sessions, and then of course you've got your qualifying, and then obviously race. It's good to do the practice session, to be honest. You can run things to set your car up to conditions of the track and tyre management and fuel management and all that business. I mean, I've got the Assetto Corsica, but this Formula 1, it's a really good game. Graphically wise, it's absolutely pot on. Right, we'll start getting some doing 100 miles an hour. We do need to be slowing up quite considerably now. This is going to be a tester. This is going to be a tester now. I don't know where to go. We are slowing quite considerably, and we will be. That's better. Okay. I thought I was going to struggle there. We're doing over 100 miles an hour, but it has come down quite well there. Well, I've had no trains passers going the other way, have we? Still a bit sparse on traffic. But if you see the last episode I did when I'd done the southeastern one, I mean, we got 4 abreast at one stage. It was absolutely fantastic. I love it when it's busy, but this is very, very remote, to be honest. As we're pulling into East Midlands, there's Ratcliffe Power Station on the right hand side. Must be coal powered. And you see there's nobody about at all. It's just absolutely sparse. You know, it's just deserted, isn't it? I mean, you think of Loughborough, but I mean, it's quite a big town, big university town, obviously, but you know, you'd think there'd be people about. Alright. There we go. Look, nothing, nobody. Absolutely nobody. Not a soul. Not a flipping soul. Oh dear. Anyway, I hope they get that fixed. I hope they get some passengers on the train. Well, I've got passengers on the trains, you know, but actually people roaming about in the nothing. Absolutely. You can expect it at the little station, you know, the Baron Saws and the Sarbys and the not at a station like Loughborough, surely. Anyway, we're going to... Oh, of course, we're going Nottingham. Oh, bless you, yeah, we're going... I do apologise. Oh, dear. Oh, I'm going to ask everybody to get out and give it a push in a minute. Is this train this slow coming off? I don't know. When it's setting off, I don't know. It's... Yes, it is. It's Nottingham to Derby then, so I do apologise. I'm sure the thing said at the beginning it was Leicester to Derby, but no, it's Leicester to Nottingham and then Nottingham to Derby. So that is about right, I can see why it's part 1 and 2 now, but this is part 1 obviously. got a bit close. Cheers, look. Dear, oh dear. See, some of them have got the gap, but not all of them, have they? Well, they said they're going to fix it, so we'll just give them the benefit of the doubt at the minute. But when you pay a lot of money out for a game, you want it to be perfect, don't you? You know, I mean, I know you get stupid little things that, you know, that do and irritate you, and you've got a game, you think, well, I paid all that money out for a game, what? Because, you know, the Transcend World 3, I mean, it can become quite an expensive game. You have to buy well, you buy the starter pack, and then you have to buy the individual routes to join onto it, and it does become expensive. I mean, this game, it could cost you £200 if you wanted the routes, but I mean, I do enjoy it, and you just pick the routes you do want to buy. I mean, obviously you just don't buy willy-nilly, but you expect it to be about half right, don't you? To come out and say, oh, we're going to do this route and that route, but get this route fixed first, get the route you've done first, get that right, then go on to the next route. Leave it half, you know, just keep making it quick. Oh, it's just I'm just having a moment, sorry. I'm not sure, but I think we do have to slow down at where the junction between Derby, where there's a fork in the road and you have to go left to Derby and right to Nottingham. I do think you have to be, I think it's a restricted speed there. I'll have to just keep an eye on the right hand side there, right hand top corner there, for speed restrictions coming in for that area. There we go, there we go. We're down to 14.2 miles, so we'll just put a little bit of brake on just to compensate it. Well, just ease up a little bit as we come up to the 40 mile an hour speed limit, and we are got a red light in a few hundred yards, so we better slow up for that. I'll just cruise up to the red light. Should change to green by the time we get there, going at this speed anyway. We've got about 4 minutes to get into Nottingham, so we are pretty close. It's not going to change. Looks like we'll have to stop. And there we go. Well, okay. Gone to yellow, so it's... we are restricted to 25 miles an hour as the other train's coming out. So, well, it's the first train I've seen on the route. Oh, we're well on time anyway, so it's... How's that down the side? How we're looking? Oh, there's not much there. Not much play there at all. As we come into Nottingham Station. I do think that's nice, that this entrance to Nottingham Station. Absolutely love it. There's a couple of people mooching about here, so all doom and gloom, is it? Anyway, and there we are at Nottingham Station. We will be taking the we're absolutely bang on time. And there we go. We're in Nottingham station, and that is part one. Our next journey will be the same train, and we'll be going to Derby. So thank you very much for watching. I'm sorry it's a bit laboured going into the station, but well, you got to be careful than sorry. And yeah, so thank you very much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you for part two in the next video.